One of the worst pieces of advice realtors get is that they need to be more consistent with their content. That's it, just be more consistent. That advice assumes that you already have a system. And most agents don't, which is why consistency feels impossible in the first place. In this video, I'm going to show you why consistency is the output of a system, not an input, and walk you through the simplest system a realtor can actually run. First, I'm going to break down the myth, and then I'll show you the 4-part operating system so you can see exactly what goes on the topic list that feeds it. So most agents don't have a content system. They have a content habit. And when that habit breaks because a listing comes in or a deal blows up or life just happens, the whole thing stops. A system is different. A system keeps things running even when you're tired, busy, or uninspired. That is the actual unlock. Most agents think that their content problem is willpower. They believe that if they were just more disciplined, more motivated, more consistent, everything would work. So they go harder for a few weeks and then they burn out, they take a break, they come back and start the cycle over and over again. Months pass, the channel has a scattered collection of videos with no pattern, no progression, and no trust. Every agent hits one of these 4 bottlenecks. The idea bottleneck, where they just don't know what to film. The filming bottleneck, they just don't sit down to record. The editing bottleneck, footage piles up and just never gets edited. And then the publishing bottleneck, videos that are already done, but they never go post. A system exists to remove these bottlenecks before they stop you. If you only fix one, the others will still shut you down. You don't have a motivation problem. The issue is the bottleneck. And bottlenecks are solved with systems, not effort. An agent who schedules 1 filming day a month but has no idea what to film will skip it. An agent who has a running topic list and knows exactly what the next 3 videos are going to be will sit down and record even when they don't have the energy. Same person, different system. Once you see content as a system problem instead of a willpower problem, the solution gets much simpler. Even agents who believe in systems often try to build one that is just too complex. They create elaborate calendars, color-coded spreadsheets, tagging systems, and then they abandon it in a couple weeks. A system you can't maintain is worse than no system at all. It gives you the illusion of structure while quietly making everything harder. So this is why this system has just 4 parts. Number 1, a running topic list organized by the 3 types of videos that you're committing to. Number 2, 1 dedicated filming block per week or per month where you can knock out multiple videos at once. Number 3, a handoff, either to an editor or to yourself on a set day so that the footage never sits. And then number 4, a publishing slot that is either on the same day, every week, so that there's no decision there to make. That's the whole system. Topics, filming, handoff, publishing. 4 parts, nothing more, nothing less. You don't need a better content calendar, you need fewer moving pieces. An agent who batch records 4 videos in one morning, sends the footage off to an editor in the afternoon, or edits it in the afternoon, or one of them, and publishes every Tuesday does not need motivation to be consistent. The system carries them. Meanwhile, an agent who's trying to write, film, edit, and publish a new video every week is running on willpower, and willpower runs out. Now, here's the part that usually gets skipped. Having a 4-part system does nothing if the wrong topics are flowing from it. A good system with bad topics still produce 0 leads. You just produce 0 leads more efficiently. Most agents build their topic list around what they find interesting, what's going on in the market this week, what a lender told them at a closing, a random thought they had in the car. That kind of topic list creates a channel that's fun to make, but it's kind of useless on the generating business side. The topic list has to be built around what a relocation buyer is actually researching. This is the relocation lead content stack. The stack has 3 layers, and a healthy topic list pulls from all 3. Layer 1 is decision topics. These are the questions that buyers are asking when they're deciding whether to move to this place. That's like a cost of living comparison, tax differences, lifestyle trade-offs, what it's actually like to live in this area versus where they're coming from. Layer 2 is area topics. These are the questions a buyer asks once they decided that they want to move to this area, but they're still deciding on which neighborhood fits their lifestyle, what parts of the market are overrated or underrated, where people from specific states tend to end up and why. Layer 3 is process topics. These are the questions a buyer is asking once they're close to pulling the trigger. What to expect with an out-of-state purchase, how to tour a home remotely, and what inspections and contingencies actually matter. When your topic list pulls from all 3 layers, your channel covers the buyer's full journey. They find you early when they're researching, trust builds as they move through each stage, and by the time that they're ready to act, you're the obvious call. When your topic list only pulls from 1 layer, you attract the viewer at 1 stage, but then you lose them at every other stage. Most agents are stuck on layer 2, neighborhood content, area tours, market updates. That's why the views do come in, but the leads don't. There's no earlier stage content bringing in the people who are still deciding, and there's no later stage content that are capturing people who are ready. A proper topic list has a running mix of all 3 layers. That's what feeds the system and makes the filming block worth doing. Now, here is the part that most realtors miss. A system only works if it fits your actual life. A lot of agents look at content systems built for a full-time content creator and then they try to copy them. That's a mistake. Realtors are not full-time content creators. They are full-time agents that also make content. If you design your content system around an ideal week that never actually happens, the system will break every time a showing comes up, a closing, or a client calls in the middle of the content day, which will probably be most weeks. Here is how the 4-part system fits a real realtor's schedule. Batch filming solves the idea and filming bottlenecks in 1 session. Outsourcing the editing, like sending it to a company like ours, our contact information is in the description below, or a fixed editing day solves the editing bottleneck. A same day, every week posting schedule will eliminate the publishing bottleneck. Together, these compress your weekly content work down to something a busy agent can actually sustain. The goal is not to do more work each week. The goal is to do less content work each week while still publishing consistently. 1 filming morning per month can produce 4 videos. That's a month's worth of content handled in a single block, leaving the other 3 weeks open for clients, showings, and actual real estate business. That is what a system looks like when it is built for a realtor, not a content creator. Once the system is set up this way, things start to shift. Content stops competing with your real estate business and it starts to compound alongside it. But if you keep trying to power through content on willpower, you're going to lose momentum. You're going to eventually convince yourself that YouTube doesn't work in your market and you're going to quit. And that's not what happened. The system just never existed. If you build the 4-part system, the topics, the filming, the handoff, the publishing, and you feed it with the relocation lead content stack, your channel keeps running even when your week doesn't. That's when YouTube starts being another obligation and starts being an asset to your business. As always, don't subscribe because I've asked, although I do appreciate it. Subscribe if this made the content problem feel less like a motivation issue and more like a solvable system issue. Take 1 piece of this and actually apply it, whether that's the filming block or actually sending off your content to be edited. Put 1 of those on the calendar this month. That will matter more than watching 10 videos about YouTube strategy.